Guys, welcome to another vlog. Today again, it's a rainy day, but we thank God. So me and hubby were just going to check up on our house. Remember last week I showed you all how far we've gone, and now it's an update. Okay, so this is the ceiling. They had just made the upstairs ceilings in the kids' bedroom, and I was so excited. That's the whole house looking scruffy, but we thank God it's coming together. It's coming together. At this point, we could all see that they're done with the plastering, and now they've moved on to ceilings, like the ceilings. And that's I went to check up on that day. I went to see what they've been doing so far, and I saw that they had done the ceilings for the kids' rooms. I mean, sometimes I cannot go there every day because I have other things I'm doing. But whenever I go there, I try to just check. They have done the ceiling for the bathroom, and my bedroom too. The ceilings had been done. I was so happy, like, oh, finally I'm beginning to see how things are coming together nicely. That was just me checking it out. It still looks a lot dirty, but I mean, it's a workspace, it's a site, so that's expected. At a certain point, the people for the ceiling were taking too long, so we had to stop them so that the people for tiles who were already ready could start. And right here, you could see they were working on the tiles on the stairs. They had already done the whole house. They had done everything, like it was looking good. But then we had another problem, water. As you can see in front of our house, it looks like a drain. Like we had a lot of water that was coming through our compound from a hill behind our house. So the whole stream of water was just passing through our land. As you could see, it had made some trenches, and we had brought gravel to spread around the compound and get it leveled. But we couldn't do that because all that water from back would have just swept the whole thing out of the compound. So we had to look for a solution. That was just me checking out. Those were working. Oh, finally, the ceiling people had come back to continue their work because tiles people were now finished and they were going to continue with the downstairs. And that's me just checking around, like the supervisor that I am, making sure that everything looks good and nice. See if I can see anything today. Nothing. Like the whole place was looking really, really cloudy. There was a lot of fog, and that's how it is around here. When there's a lot of fog, you can't see nothing. Like visibility is zero. Sometimes to drive even is a risk. Like don't go. But everywhere was looking nice. The tiles in my room was looking good. The whole place was looking nice, and I was excited. I had to go now to check. See, the people were digging the drainage because we had to divert that water that was coming into our own compound to somewhere else to divert it back into the road. So I had to go back and check and see that. This house, there are 2 rooms. One for us, my husband and I, and one for the kids. And then that's it. They're just 2 rooms and a parlor and a kitchen. And that's what I was just looking at, like just going around, checking out what they've done. Those are a lot of like leftover broken tiles. We're thinking about what to do, maybe to donate it to somebody who needs it, something like that. So that's just me looking around. And you see this whole door. Hobby made this whole door by himself, and he hung it by himself. I'll upload a shots of that on YouTube here. It's very, very wonderful what that man can do when he sets his mind to something. Those are the people who were doing the drain. They were trying to dig out, to divert that water that was passing into our compound, send it out somewhere else because it was causing a lot of havoc for us. So that's me just checking out, like that's my farm. That is water is passing through like that. I don't know how I'm going to plant things there and succeed. But we're going to figure it out when I get here finally. But I was just checking out to see, we're trying to figure out where all of this water was coming from. Because at first this water was not passing here, but now a lot of water is passing through here. So I was just trying to look around, see maybe where some place where this water was coming from. We've not yet known, but we'll figure it out later. This point, I was just looking around, looking for my plantains I had planted to make sure that they were growing, or they're showing they were still alive. And I saw a couple of them. I had planted 6 so far, and I saw 4. So I'm happy. I mean, I have more to plan, but I'm just waiting for these rains to go down a little bit. That way I can come up and spray the whole place and then start doing the proper planting. But that's my farm that I'm in right now. I'm so excited for this farm. I'm so excited to get here and start doing something. You see the damage the water was already doing. Just imagine if we had spread that gravel, like it would have been washed totally, completely off of our property and down the road. So I'm happy we didn't spread it here. I are in my house, my tiny house that I'm going to be coming in there very soon. So when the rains had cut the next day, we decided to come back to check, see how everything was, if there was any more damage. And because we had also given the contract to those boys to dig a proper drain because this one was too close to the house. And right now, Hobby was just showing me his work that he has been doing because we're installing solar here. Even though we have electricity, we decided to use solar. Because, the initial price is expensive, but after you get it, it's now cheaper. So Hobby was showing me everything he has done because he's the one that is installing this whole thing. I'm so proud of that guy. Like, he can do anything he sets his mind to. So he was showing me what he has done, how he has, wired the whole thing. And I was very excited just to look around. At this point, I'm just checking out the inside because this is going to be the electrical room. This is where we're going to keep the whole solar thing, whatever, I don't know how that's called. But he was just showing me what he has done so far. It was still incomplete at this point, but at least he's very proud of his work, and I'm so also very proud of him. Like the things this man can do, oh God, I'm so grateful. So he was just showing me and I was excited just looking around it. And then he was like, wait, let's go and see the final reveal. You need to see the whole solar thing. Oh yeah, and this is the bonus room that we made for my sister that was going to be staying with us. It's in the big house. We just had a room there in the big house fixed for them. This one is my daughter is going upstairs. Yes, they just brought it to keep it there. They're going to install it later on. No, I'm so excited. Like everything is coming together so beautifully at this last minute. That's our solar system, the battery and the inverter. But some more batteries are coming. And that's just it, the little setup. We're going to transfer it into the electrical room later on. So that's me now. I'm taking the mighty walk to go and check out the solar panels that he has installed. And he's going to be wiring up to the whole house later on. Yeah, that's a very mighty walk. Like this is like dun 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 dun. Ta-da! That's our solar array, our small solar array. That is going to carry us. I don't know how they calculate these things, but I think he told me it's enough for us right now with the amount of batteries that we have already. We have 4 batteries, I think, or more. So this is a solar array. We're going green as much as we can. So I'm very excited. He's very excited because, this is his brainchild. This is something he has wanted to do for so long. And he finally gets to do it. And he wired the whole thing, had it installed by himself, had this whole setup built by himself from ground up. Like everything you see here was done by him. And I'm so proud of him. Like he's so proud of himself, but I'm so proud of him. And I'm so grateful to God who gives us the strength to do all these things. So actually, it took me a couple of days to come back, but when I finally came back, there was a plumber. The plumber had come and installed the shower, the toilet pots, and that's where the sink is going to be. But we don't have a sink yet. We're going to get that later. But I was so excited. Finally, we have plumbing in the house. Not proper plumbing because we don't have water yet, but at least we have shower and a toilet pot. And I just checked it out as usual. Like I'm the supervisor. So when supervisor is around here, I have to make sure everything functions properly. That's a downstairs shower. The sink is going to be there. As I said, not yet, but later. Looks good so far. I climbed upstairs. I had to make sure the upstairs was, also good because that was my own bathroom. And when I saw it, I was so happy, like, ta-da! Look at my bathroom. It has a toilet pot and a shower. Anyway, but I was so excited, like, oh, I finally had a toilet pot and a shower. No sink here also still, but we're going to get that later. The sink that we wanted, we cannot get it now. And that view, oof, check out that view today. That day is a clear weather. It's so beautiful. Just imagine this door, my glass door here, and I get to see that every morning when I wake up. I'm so grateful to God for the little things. People for the ceiling were still working, but they had finished the sitting room section, and what was left was the kitchen section. Like what you're seeing right now is the kitchen section they were still doing, and they were getting to read. But it was okay, at least they were moving. There were some movements, and they were working really fast this time because we had given them like an embargo that if you guys don't finish by this time, we're going to kick you guys out and get some people to do it. They were doing their job as usual. They were trying to rush and finish it, which was okay. I mean, there's nothing we could do at this point, just to move on. Oh, and finally my gravel had been spread. Like they had spread it around the whole compound, and it was looking nice. And like, thank God we did the drainage before we spread this. If not, so the rain would have washed it out. That's just me looking at it there, and it was looking really nice, and I liked it. I mean, we still have to do more, but for now it's okay. Up he had transferred his things into this room. That's the solar inverter and a circuit breaker box and whatnot. And okay, so now about that water. So we came back this day and there was so much rain, right? You see all that water that is going down was passing through our land. Like, just imagine all that water. It was passing through our land. Thank God for that. Thank God that he gave us the idea to dig a drainage behind the house. If not, so all of these things that we've put, this gravel would have been washed out. So that's us. We're going to check out to see if the drain is, just to check out the drain. And as you can see, look at the amount of water that is coming in. Like, that's a lot of water. But we had put the drainage there now, temporary drainage, to catch the water and send it out to the road. And that's just me checking it out. This is where the water was coming through at first, going through the garage and into the compound. But now it had a route that it could go through and go directly to the road. We'll have to figure out that one still because it's destroying the road. But for now, it's not passing through our compound. That's a lot of water that is just coming in. It's not passing through our land again, but now it's destroying the road. And that's something we have to look into next time. Like, we have to make a provision for this. Because even though the water looks nice going down, it's destroying the road. But if you've watched this far, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share. And next week, I'll do another update to see how far we've gone with the house and if it's ready to be moved in yet. Thank you. Like.